Good morning. This is Miss Debbie from In the Flow. And I had so much fun yesterday that I just had to come back today. Yesterday was all about love and unicorns, and I had forgotten to share this one yesterday. I bought this for my birthday a couple years ago, and it just made me smile when it arrived, and it still does. So it is up here in my spirit room with me. And today we'll see what Spirit wants to communicate with us. Right before I started, I asked which cards they would like me to start with and use. And they were Mindful Moments again. Not surprised. The second deck is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, which doesn't surprise me at all given the Pendulum message of the morning. And then, of course, our learning deck, the Good Tarot. Yesterday's unicorn was just touched my heart so much yesterday. So we'll see what happens today. We'll start off with our little singing bowl sound. Clears the energy, brings in the positive, puts us in the mood to connect with our guides, and we'll go from there. The first thing I'd like to share is this morning, after the cards were picked, I asked if we should do a pendulum card reading, and the answer was yes. So I asked if it should be a personal message like yesterday, be you, which was for the collective as well. And it was a no, definitely a no. So it was for the collective. And it took us a little while to spell this out, but the collective message is a question. Who will love Earth? Who will love Earth? What a great question for today, which is Earth Day. Who will love Earth? Here, I can write it down. And I forgot to add will. I remembered it after I wrote. They were doing such a good job after we got through the word will at talking to me that I didn't even want to stop and put the pendulum down. I might start doing a video of that, but I need to set it up. A friend of mine suggested that I use my Pivo, and I have a Pivo, so I'll try and play with that and set that up. Maybe on the next rainy day, it'll help me. I'll have time to do that. So let's go with our first deck. Let me ask for sure to make sure this is the order they wanted us to do it in. I've already said my protection prayer from Deborah Lupien's book, and I've kind of added to it a little bit. So it brings us joy and all of those wonderful feelings. Joy, love, peace, calm. Can you see how it's moving? That's a yes. So, Mindful Moments is the first deck that you wanted me to do. Is that still true? Yes. Okay, here we go. Let me shuffle it up. This is the one that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different backgrounds on the back. Yesterday we had a heart. Give it a good shuffle. Here's one of the ones with the sun on the front. Now, what I'll do is I'll shuffle until one of them pops out. Actually, there's a bunch of them that just popped out, but I have a feeling it's this one that stayed in my hand. So let me ask. There's 1, 2, 3 in that one. So I'll see which set they want us to use. Okay, my hand is over the grouping of 3 cards. Is there a card in there you would like us to see? That's a yes. Would you like us to see this card too? It's also a yes. Okay, so let me take these three. Interesting. It's 2 hearts and a moon. Okay, is the card you'd like us to see on my left? That's a no. In the middle? That's also a no. The moon. That's definitely a yes. Okay, and then this heart. Yes. Okay. Just for curiosity, let's see what these were. 2 hearts. That's listening is always hearts. Think of a time when you listen to someone tell you something important. How did it feel to listen to that friend? I got this one the other day. It's a good one. And this one was, your body can help tell you what it needs to stay healthy. Listen to your body and think of 3 things that help you stay healthy and strong. Dancing is one for me. This might be for somebody who's out there. And these were for the collective as well. Okay, so here's the moon. I didn't ask which order they wanted, but they did want both of these. So here's the moon. I'm going to look in the mindful moments to see what moon is all about. Stillness helps us to quiet the mind and body, to be self-aware, to develop sensitivity, self-control, and self-regulation. Themes are nature, personal space, darkness, lakes, snow, the moon, stars, sunsets, and a slow creek. Stillness. I'll read it here in a second. Can't read it backwards. I might be a good teacher, but not that good. Backwards and anyway, mirror image. Stillness. Think of a time when you held a sleeping kitten or puppy. Oh, I remember. Remember how it felt to hold it close to you. Think of holding a small sleeping baby animal and remember how still you became so you didn't wake it. Think of a time when you held a sleeping kitten or puppy. We picked up Tilly on January 10th, I believe. January 10th. We tried to keep her in a crate that night. It was a disaster. An absolute disaster. Poor thing. She barked and barked and barked. Finally, she fell asleep. We fell asleep. And then Tipper, my other dog, needed to go outside. It was probably 2 o'clock in the morning. So we got Tilly up. Yeah, don't ask me why we have 2 names. I'll explain that again sometime. Anyway, so we got Tilly out of the crate and then had to put her back in the crate. She cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. I've had dogs all my life, all of my life. But I've never had a golden doodle before. I've never had this much of a Velcro dog before. So Tilly, we finally made it till morning. All of us were exhausted. Next night, we had moved her crate, put it next to me. Put her in the crate. And I had tried playing with the crate a little bit during the day, but it didn't seem to matter. So I put her in the crate that night. She cried and cried and cried. Finally fell asleep. I put my fingers in the crate. I did all the tricks that I knew. I had toys in there with her. So 2 in the morning, once again. It's probably 1:30 or 2. I don't know. Put the other dog out, put her out. Brought her back in, and I did not have the heart at all to put her in the crate. This is a 8-week-old puppy that is not house trained, though the whole litter had made it all night long without going in there. They had not a kennel, but a gate in the corner of the house. So I decided I'm bringing her to bed with me. First time ever, an 8-week-old puppy joined me in bed. Best thing I ever did for this dog. So this question, think of a time when you held a sleeping kitten or puppy. She would put her little head right here and chew on my hair. You know, now she's huge. When I can trust her up here while I'm videotaping, I'll bring her up and show her to you. Or I'll put videos of her online under Tilly. She's about 30 pounds now. Best dog I've ever had, and I've had a lot of them. And I've said that about a lot of dogs. But she really is one of the best dogs I've ever had. So remember that time, how it felt to hold it close to you. Think of holding a small sleeping baby animal and remember how still you became so you didn't wake it. A couple days ago, we were out near the garden area, and we have stock tanks that are for our garden this spring. And a little tiny bunny came trotting out. Of course, Tilly and Tipper were encouraging it to move. And it was safe. It was safe. It moved into a spot where it was safe. But, you know, nature and earth is so important to protect, which brings me back to who will love the earth? What are we doing to love our earth? What can we do to love our earth? What have you participated in over the years? Write that in the comments, please. What do you do for the earth? When I was teaching, I would take kids out to pick up trash, which reminds me of a funny story. So if anybody's done anything like this, that'd be great. When I was in middle school, we were out picking up trash, and I always told this story when I take my students out to pick up trash. So we were out walking along the highway, and there was a group of probably 5 or 6 of us all together. And the person in front of me started to yell and scream, and he was so excited. He found a $20 bill. Back then, I was in the 70s. Finding a $20 bill is a lot of money. I mean, it's nothing to laugh at now, but it was a lot of money back then. So a $20 bill. And I remember laughing, saying, that's probably my dad's. Because I wanted him to give it to me. But, I mean, I was just teasing him. I probably had a little crush on him. Who knows? Anyway, so what have you done? What have you done to love the earth? Now we have a heart card. Let's see what this one is. Here's the heart card. It says listening. In the next moment, listen to all the different sounds in the room. How many can you hear? Where are the sounds coming from? Which sounds do you find pleasant? What do you hear? Right before I started, I heard a bird calling. I don't hear that now. I don't hear anything inside the room at the moment, but you might, so feel free to write that down. Let me ask if that was all of them. I don't think I did that. I think I just asked about these particular cards. Would you like another card from this deck? No. Okay, so we'll move on. Would you like me to use the Spirit Animal deck next? It looks like a yes. I was really surprised that one of the tree ones didn't show up. One of the earth ones. So we'll see. That surprised me. Okay, this is a big deck. It's by Colette Baron Reed. It's a big deck. Beautiful deck. It's huge. So here's the back of it. In the cover, it says right here, see if I can show it to you. In the cover, the spirits residing in the natural world have much to share, and the secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you. Let's see what their message is for us today. As a collective, would you like to give us a message? If it has to do with who will love Earth, that'd be kind of cool too. But you don't have to. Is there a general message for the collective you would like us to have? That one fell out. Let's see if there's another one. Oh, I was just reminded that we should do the 1, 2, 3 again. So the first one is a 1, a 2, and a 3. So take a minute and think about the number you would like to represent your day from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And let me find out. If these are the 3 cards they want us to use. Card number 1, is that a card you want us to use? That's a yes. Card number 2, yes. Is this card number 3? Yes. Would you like me to draw a 4th card? Let me bring it back to you guys and see it. No. So these are the 3 cards. So take a deep breath. And I'll share them in just a second. Pick your card, 1, 2, or 3. I heard 2. So I'm going to choose 2. Hopefully you've decided. If not, maybe all of them. If you didn't hear anything, like I didn't hear one yesterday. So I went with all of them. And today I heard 2. So the first one is the Wombat Spirit. Number 1 is Wombat Spirit. And it says, be at home. Be at home. Wombat. Let me find it. Number 68. Way in the back of the book. So it must be a 14, and then 1 plus 4 is a 5. Didn't you have a 5 yesterday? Does anybody know what those mean? 68. Wombat Spirit, be at home. The Oracle message. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Find your well-being. I love that. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life with your family and your tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with Spirit. And then the protection message, had it been upside down, is, could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? That's a great question, isn't it? Now, I don't remember if this was upside down or not, is the problem. I didn't remember that this had a protection one. So if that resonates with you, take that. Could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? That's a good question. Okay. Card number 2. That's me, all right? I'm laughing. Pig spirit. What does it say? Use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely. It's a beautiful pig. I actually have a pig statue that I just moved a couple days ago. It's very weathered. It was an old piggy bank. It's big. I moved it to the garden. Someday I'll have to show it to you. Okay, pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Number 47. 4 and 7 is 11. We don't reduce 11. I don't know what 11 means. I just know we don't reduce it. And this one was definitely not upside down. So I don't need to read the protection message, although I might read the first sentence or two. Use your mind wisely. Pig spirit appears to remind you of the right use of intelligence, a gift we all have that is meant to be used with love, compassion, and discernment. Intelligence means recognize the value of intuition, partnered with smarts and common sense, which leads to intelligent solutions. I'm going to read that again. Intelligence means recognizing the value of intuition, partnered with smarts and common sense. Can't have one without the other, which leads to intelligent solutions. When pig spirit appears, you are called to respect your analytical mind and use it for the highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered even when they do not fit with what you know already. That's interesting. Spirit blesses us with wisdom when we allow pig spirit to nudge us into open-minded, thoughtful dialogues, whether with others or internally as we mull over our ideas and what we have come to understand. You are intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by the wisdom you have accumulated and the intuition that will tell you when you have more learning to do, because not all facts are in. Sometimes I feel like that. Now is a time that your decision-making powers are reliable, for you are in alignment with pig spirit's keen intelligence. Interesting. So that last sentence is saying that the number 2s, it's a time that your decision-making powers are reliable. So stop doubting ourselves. I sometimes doubt myself. This global upheaval that we're going through, I'm like, which side of the coin? There's too much opposition going on, and I don't always understand that. I'm like, am I on the right side? Of course I'm on the right side. Why wouldn't I be on the right side? Am I understanding everything that's coming out in the news? Sometimes I question that. Anyway, this is saying now is a time that your decision-making powers are reliable. So trust in that. For you are in alignment with pig spirit's keen intelligence. Kind of love that card a lot. Here, I thought it was going to say, time to stop eating. It didn't judge me at all. Interesting. Okay, now this one's upside down, guys. So we are going to read the protection for sure. I'll read them both. Okay. It is mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. So this is number 3. So those of you that picked 3, this is it. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. It's 40. So it's a 4. Isn't this mouse cute? I have a couple of friends that love are taking pictures of the mouse. I don't know if they'll see this or not, but look at the jewels around that mouse. Looks like my necklace, only it's gold and my necklace is silver. Okay, let's look it up. Number 40. Remember, it was upside down. So we'll have to read the protection. Oh, I didn't. Well, maybe we didn't need Pig Spirit's protection because I didn't even go there. Okay, here we go. Mouse Spirit. Tend to the small things. The humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details. So if you're a detail person, this might be for you. And Mouse Spirit calls on you to notice the nuances in the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as the small voice inside of you that says, "This doesn't feel right." Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but I gotta open this up. It's too shady. Operate in the world that is key to your success, but you've too readily dismissed as nothing big or nothing special. Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be more important and powerful than you think. So look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. So if you were a 3, if you picked the third card, now that was the oracle message. Now let's do the protection message, since I know this one was upside down. Are you too caught up in details, micromanaging others and stressing out because you want everything to be perfect? Are you procrastinating because you want every detail to be just right and losing track of time and your priorities? Mouse Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition that tells you that the detail you fear you are overlooking will only appear when you stop obsessing. Mouse Spirit will lead you to the nuances you need to notice and will diligently work to support you if you take a breath and trust that guidance will be provided. Small gestures carry great power right now, and maybe you need to take action toward discovering what is going on that you may not be seeing, or toward mending a relationship or situation. Ask a question, do a little research, and listen for Mouse Spirit's quiet little squeak telling you, look here and attend to this detail. Wow, I really liked that protection message. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Isn't that what it said? It reminds me when I was a special ed teacher and I would write what we called IEPs. And there was this little voice inside of me all the time that was afraid that I'd make a mistake, and that it was a federal document that I'd make a mistake on. So I obsessed over them. And sometimes I had to go home and just sleep and let it go. And then the next day I would see that little detail that I needed to add or change. So I love this message a lot. Which one resonated with you? Was the card that resonated with you the one you chose intuitively? Because we have to listen to that intuition when we're doing this, okay? So remember, they were Wombat, they're sticking. Pig Spirit, and Mouse Spirit. Which one of the spirit animals resonated with you today? Feel free to write that in the comments. And let's see if we have any other messages from another deck. Yesterday we did. I don't know if they'll want me to use another deck. They didn't this morning. Would you like me to pick another deck today? Besides the Good Tarot? No. So today we're just going to keep it at those two. And would you like me to do a learning card from the Good Tarot? Okay, that's a yes. All right, here we go. Let's grab the Good Tarot. This one is also by Colette Baron Reed. Yesterday we had the Seven of Fire. Remember the Seven of Fire, which was the unicorn, which just made my heart sing. So let's see what today is. We had a couple other ones too. We have Justice yesterday, or was that the day before? That was the day before. I didn't share that one with you live or recording or whatever. I just did it on my own. Another big deck. Look at this. Another big deck. Let's see if I can shuffle these from the bottom, make them go together correctly. Does anybody have trouble with that? Getting them to shuffle so that when you put them together, you didn't on purpose separate them. Mine all get upside down and twisted, which drives me nuts. Okay, this is a very sticky deck. I haven't used it a lot. Okay, that doesn't feel like the right card. So, Spirit Angel Team Tribe. Which card would you like us to learn about today as a collective? Which card? Ooh, that one, like, oh, you guys. Okay. I think I had this one recently. Looks familiar. The Five of Earth. I'm not surprised it was an Earth one, given our message this morning was who will love Earth? Five of Earth. I don't know if you could hear that, but a plane just flew overhead. Okay, would you like us to do one card or, see, I do that. When you ask your pendulum questions, don't do what I just did and come up with non-yes-no questions. Is this the only card from the deck you would like us to draw today? No. So would you like me to draw another one? Yes. Okay, let's do it. Five of Earth was the first one. Some of these are popping, but nothing like that one. So let's wait till another one pops really well that they would like us to learn about. Possibly this one. That other one flipped right over. It was like very obvious that they wanted me to do that. Oh, these are all going to flip. Which card would you like the collective to learn about today? Or a message, both. Learn about it and have a message for the collective. A couple of these, nothing feels like it. That reminds me of the question I had for myself earlier for our group. I was coming up with, put these in the right order, because I thought, oh, we need a question today. Of course, then my spirit team gave us a question. My question was, what tools do you use? What tools, because until about And I had this deck by Doreen Virtue that I used for years, but it wasn't until last fall that and then I had this deck that we use today that I've also used for years, the Mindful deck. And then last fall I bought this one, which I love and Light Mantra cards. So you see there's a theme there: mantra, angel messages, love, and then mindfulness. And then my magic glass, which I didn't bring up here, I'll have to do that. I put it on Deborah Lupien's video, the live stream that we did, the love stream that we did. I think I was day 10. I was day 10 on the 11th of April. But where was I going? I just lost it. Remind me in the comments and I'll talk about it. Oh, the magic glass. So oracles were showing up to me in the bottom of my magic glass when I took my vitamins. And then they started showing up for me in my coffee froth. And then somebody mentioned that they were oracles, and I went, oracles? What's an oracle? And I got really worried about it. I didn't know what an oracle was. So I looked it up, I thought about it, and then I started watching a couple of different people on YouTube who talk about oracles, and then they do these oracle cards, and they give messages, and then a friend of mine started doing tarot cards. And I became more and more interested. So then I started ordering cards, and then I ordered a couple sets of cards for my friends and my family, and now I have all of these cards that I am not obsessed with, but I just find them as a tool. So that goes back to my question. What tools do you use? You know, I use the oracle cards to communicate with my team. I use license plates, numbers, and words, feathers, intuition. I've always been intuitive. Always have. But what? And then, of course, then the oracle cards and now I'm playing with the tarot cards. What tools do you use? The pendulum, the different card pendulum letters, and there's all kinds of ways to use your pendulum. Somebody told me the other day that they use a Ouija board. I haven't used a Ouija board since I was a kid at a friend's house. So I don't know. I haven't tried that. I'm not against it. I find it curious. I love my pendulum. I've been using a pendulum for years. So I've got the 3 cards that just popped out of the Good Tarot deck. And let's find out what our team wants us to do. So, Spirit Team for the collective. Card number 1, 5 of Earth. We know that one because it was flipped upside down. Is that one you want us to have? That's a yes. Card number 2. Is that one also a yes that you'd like us to have as a message and a learning card for today? It's a lot of cards for today. And card number 3. Is that one that you wanted us to have? Are there any other cards in the deck you want us to look at for today? Looks like they're going to say no. Oops. Not for today. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look. 5 of Earth was our first one. So let's look at what that is saying. And we'll see what Earth is. Air's the first in the guidebook. Fire is second. I think water is third. And Earth. I don't think I've had an Earth one yet. For me personally or for online. Commitment to prosperity. Oh, that's Page of Earth. I need the Earth description. Stuck together. Earth conditions we see material results. In traditional tarot, this suit is called Pentacles and is associated with material wealth and manifestation in the world of form. In the Good Tarot, the suit of Earth has the same associations, but we also connect it to the other three suits and how our mental, spiritual, creative, and emotional experiences have produced tangible results. Therefore, in this deck, the Earth suit represents an observable truth, namely that everything we think, feel, believe, and create will eventually manifest in the world of form. What we experience in this realm is the result of choices we made in the past, whether we made them consciously or unconsciously. If you do what you did, you get what you got. So how do we steward our creations when they coalesce in the world of form, producing material results? If our finances, relationships, or situations are not what we would have hoped they would be, we must admit that we played a role in co-creating them. And we can use that co-creative power to start bringing about something different if we so choose. 5 of Earth. Let's find it. Here's 5 of Earth. Alternative forms of abundance, the illusion of lack, overlooked treasures. All is not as it seems, so this is a time to look again. A change in perception can bring into focus the results I sought, just in a different form than expected. I am called to move away from poverty consciousness and open my eyes to treasures before me that are suddenly illuminated. The illusion of wealth gives way to true abundance. There is no need to fear that the rug will be pulled out from under me. What we draw attention to grows, so I count my blessings and realize I have far more than I thought. I have come far in my quest for building up what I need, and even more opportunities for experiencing abundance await. That's a good one. With the stock market craziness and all of the tariffs and prices going up, that was a really good one. Plant your gardens. We just expanded ours. Plant your gardens. Be frugal. Somebody was talking about how they are shopping in their house for things instead of going out shopping. I thought that was a good one. Second card, 19. Sun. Let's check that one. That's one of we learned about that yesterday. It's one of the 22 Trumps symbolic life themes. So it's number 19. This one's short. At this time, everything is possible and everything I need to know is illuminated. Projects come to fruition, relationships flourish, and my growth is assured. This is a time of plenty. It's important that I share this abundance with others. I am deeply grateful. Oh, there's that word grateful again. I am grateful that I have a garden. I'm grateful that the sun is out today. I'm grateful that we had rain over the last few days after the droughts of a couple of years ago. So gratitude. Practice your gratitude every day. What are you grateful for today? Another Earth. King of Earth. King of Earth. Isn't he lovely? King of Earth. I think I saw him. This one looks familiar. I have to look back. I try to take pictures. What do you do to record your cards? Do you write them down? Do you take pictures? What are your go-tos for organizing? Or do you just do them and then not think about it again? King of Earth. Enterprising, philanthropy, ability to attract abundant wealth. There's abundance again today. And remember I had that thought about the $20 bill? Interesting. Magnanimous, conscious manifesting, a reliable leader. I have trait. Remind me tomorrow I need to turn the light on. I have trust and faith in the invisible and know it will manifest in the realm of form the way I need it to. Opportunity can be found anywhere and everywhere because I am competent and committed. I am ready for abundance to manifest now in the world of conditions in a form that is aligned with my highest good. All of our highest good. I manifest all that I desire, consciously aware of the need to stay focused and grounded in the everyday work required. What are you going to do today to love the earth? Who is going to love the earth today on Earth Day and every day? Our abundance. That was a great one today, you guys. I appreciate you all for coming, for listening, for hitting the like button, commenting. This is a new adventure for me. I was listening last night to, and I wish I could remember who it was. I'm an Aries. And I was listening to the predictions for Aries for the month of April. But I didn't listen to it until yesterday, the 21st. So, the month's almost over. And it was talking about how you have to, in the middle of the month, we're supposed to learn something. And by the end of the month, we're going to be starting a new opportunity. I kind of went, sounds like me, because here I am starting this new opportunity of doing YouTube. I haven't even set it up so that that the likes or anything. What is it? I don't have it set up to be abundant. Maybe that was my message today, that I'm supposed to do that. I don't know how. I'll have to figure it out. All I'm doing is sharing from my heart, as always. So with that, manifest a magical day. Make it a fabulous one wherever you are in the world. And be the best you can be. Thank you.